No, I was just clapping because it's hilarious.
Yeah, that was crazy. Do you have a question?
Yeah, can we buy that shirt?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to get into the collaborative portion of this, and then I'll tell you about the shirts. I picked 2 of these for this time, because it's all like a pack. But when I go over the holidays, I'm thinking of picking more. Here's why. Because I turned it into a collaboration. We had on March 14th, Create Your Own Extran Hero Day. And there were 14 people who came out to this Café Favorite, and they all shared their own experiences about being extranjeros in Spain. And I thought that was really great. And I was just so humbled and flattered that people came out to share their experiences. And it was a great time. I mean, these are some former Fulbrighters from last time who I missed very much this time around, but you know, going to be meeting lots of new people like yourselves. And yeah, we got together in the cafe, and I took photos of their entries and then their portraits. So it's all up on the website. If you go back to the website, this was something that my grupo from last year, some Spaniards that I became very good friends with, did for me. This was during my last weekend in Spain, and they went to Puerto del Sol and they put up the Extran Hero signs. And when you turn the cards over, they say Madrileño. So I've been officially inducted. That's what everyone was saying when you're in a group. I was just completely moved to tears, except I missed the surprise as well. I was in the Prado. I was supposed to see my friend for the weekend. She was showing me around. She's like, Mike, you need to go. And I'm like, no, but I really love this Goya. And lo and behold, like everyone had to leave, and I didn't actually get there for the surprise. But you know what? I went to photos, and it was a lot of fun that day. We go down. We took photos with Squidward and a bunch of girls who danced in the window. And these are the 2 guys, who were dressed in Spanish wear. It was the Eurocopa, and they were very proud. This is when we went to this discotheque, and I lost a little bit of my Madrileño status there, because you should be able to pull an all-nighter if you're in the city. And this is my friend who coordinated all of this, who was actually my roommate this year, which is really cool. And if you go down to see what he drew, we have, in our new piso, we have the United States flag in the Spanish flag, and we're calling it the United Nations of Atocha. Now, if you go back to the PowerPoint presentation, you can see, do you have a question? Oh, no, that was just a distraction. Okay, yeah, so these are some other bloggers who, shared their experiences last year. This one is Bob Weatherford, who's a good friend of mine last year, and really, wonderful writer. I always got a lot out of what he had to say, and he really did take the time to write these exhaustive blog posts, which were filled with lots of insight and observation. And he, really took advantage of his experience here. And the next one is Sarah Kennedy, who was a fantastic teacher. She was a certified teacher, so she came into the teaching assistant role with a whole toolbox. And she was the one who actually shared some of the documents with the Facebook group. So I was just impressed how she cataloged her entire experience. She had resources that she could then pass on. And she did the Camino de Santiago at the end of her time. And we have a few others. And you can, of course, write these URLs down or else put them online. I can send them out earlier. And Matthew Greenfield and Jonathan Frank, these really cool ones about English phonetics and grammar. And I like the angle that he takes with that one. Because you'll be having exhaustive conversations about English grammar and, in your circles, and you'll, more so than you've had in your entire life. So I hope you're ready and enjoy it. And yeah, you can visit the blog. This is the URL. I'll put this on Facebook as well, so you don't even have to write it down. And this is the Facebook fan page. That's another thing about blogging, is that you can kind of put these things out there and they fall into the ether, and not many people know about it. But if you link it to your social media, you link it to Twitter, you link it to Facebook, and on your page you create a fan page. It's a really good way to galvanize interest among people who aren't your close friends. That's something that you can do as well, and I did, and looking to expand this year. So yeah, I hope you all have wonderful experiences blogging. I hope that you share your blogs with the Fulbright Commission, because they really want to keep a track of that. They're really trying to push their social media presence, and have done a wonderful job of doing so this year. So yeah, please blog, please share your blog. Let me know if you want to collaborate on anything, because of course I'm very eager and open to keep this going. Have these flash mobs in Madrid, and lots of creativity flowing among this group. And that's about it. If anyone has any questions, by all means ask. Yes?
Michael, have an interest in the restroom story?
Restroom story.
Victoria mentioned?
Yeah. So, okay, that's going down a very dark path, but it's not more embarrassing than what I did. So I will share that story. So you can actually kind of find it on the blog. It's one of the earlier ones, but I could just go through the archive. Okay, so I will confess. Just lower your opinions of me a little further. So, yeah, on the main page. Yeah. And that'll bring you to the archive, and then you just keep going to older entries.
Or if you,
Yeah, and then you'll see the one.
look, if you go down right there, you see you can go to 2011. Farther, 2011.
Actually, I did 2012, so I think it would be in February.
Oh, yeah,
So I'll tell the story while I'm looking for it. So, what happened to me was I was in school one day, had a nice rapport among my students, and before class I decided I'm just going to dodge into the bathroom. So unbeknownst to me, the doorknob was a little bit jammed, and when I closed the door, it locked shut. Suddenly I was locked inside the bathroom with no recourse. So, I started backing up, panicking, what do I do here? And I'm like standing on the toilet, and I'm peering out at the yard, and trying to see if I could call out to anyone to get me out of this debacle. No one was there, everyone had gone to class. I tried calling my coordinator's cell phone, and he didn't answer, so really starting to run out of options here. So I had no choice but to start pounding on the door. People were like, what is the problem with this guy? Oh, it's Michael. He's in there. And I hear my coordinator's very deep voice. He comes over and he's fiddling with the lock. The door. Finally, the door swings open and there's 30 students taking clothes off their faces. And I walk out sheepishly, and I said, this has to be a new low at the school, but it's quality material for Extran Hero. So I hope each and every one of you derive just as much inspiration from your experiences, if not more. Here's the bathroom. Right? Perfect timing.